Welcome back, everyone. Michael here with Offshore Citizen. By some fluke, this past week, I found myself meeting with the heads of a lot of the different CBI programs. And so I decided to record some interviews for you. So this is one of them. This is actually the head of the Residency by Investment program in Malta. So you'll get to hear what he has to say. And these types of conversations are it's like kind of like, okay, what are you going to ask that's politically acceptable for them? But I think one of the things to note is that he's been really instrumental in improving the program, in particular improving like the flow of it over the last little while. And so it was great to chat with him and tune in, as well as they're introducing some new options. And so I think that's also useful. So I hope you enjoy the video. Before we dive in, please hit the subscribe button, hit all notifications. And if you'd like help with residency by investment, citizenship by investment, international tax optimization, etc., please reach out to me. You can book a call, calendly.com/Michael-Rosmer, link in the description below, and send a message through our websites, offshorecitizen.net, offshorecapitals.com. Enjoy the interview. Good. Welcome, everyone. I have here with us Charles, who is the head of the residency program in Malta. And so, welcome to Dubai.
Thank you for the invitation. It's a pleasure for me to be here today with you.
Yeah, 100%. So I want to cover a bunch of things with you quickly today. However, maybe just briefly, if you could just give a quick little intro to the program, in particular the indefinite, the current new program. Our viewers are aware of it a little bit, but just quick highlight.
Yes, the MPRP has been launched on the 29th of March of this year. Basically, it's an improved program over the one we've had since 2016, which was highly successful. We have attracted around 2,600 families to Malta.
Over what period of time?
Over 5 years.
Okay,
over 5 years. Yeah. And we basically continue to build on it and improved it. We feel that now we have sort of a more competitive proposition, the first value for money for our applicants. And obviously there are some unique selling points about the program. Basically, applicants, the approved applicants, from day one, they benefit from permanent residency.
Yeah, it's super unique in pretty much anywhere.
And we also sort of have the option, applicants have the option to go for a rental, property rental at the outset. Basically, we included that one because what usually happens is that initially when they come to Malta, they would obviously like to explore the island, see where eventually they like to settle. So they have the opportunity first to rent property, and then along the years they can change. They can change to property purchase. Either during the first 5 years or else later on in life. So then it's up to them to decide wherever they want to reside.
Yeah, that's very good. And what is the minimum stay requirement for people, or is there one in Malta for when they get this program?
No, there isn't.
Okay.
There isn't. Obviously, we invite everyone to come and reside in Malta. However, it gives them flexibility to come whenever they like.
Yeah, that's very good, very attractive to a lot of people. And one of the things that I liked hearing about what you've done with the program is you've streamlined everything quite a bit. You want to tell us a little bit about that? Because Malta has been kind of bureaucratic historically. And so, talk to us about how you've improved things over the last, especially.
Basically, what happened is that sort of in 2019 we had a surge in applications. We were sort of like victims of our own success. Unfortunately, we weren't prepared for such influx of applications. So what we did is that we sort of restructured the agency. We recruited more people, trained more people. And most importantly, we invested a lot in IT.
Yeah.
So basically, over the last 2 years, we have tackled all the backlog that we've had. We streamlined the processes. We became more efficient. So when in 2019, 2020, we had an average processing time of somewhere between 8 to 12 months. And now we promise to deliver within 4 to 6 months. However, in some cases, we have been even more efficient to that. obviously it depends on the quality of the applications we receive. So the better the quality, the more efficient we are.
Yeah, yeah, absolutely. Okay. And does that apply for all of the programs in Malta or this specific program?
From our side, obviously, we handle the residency by investment program and the nomad residence permit. Nomad residence permit, we are even more efficient because we promise to deliver within 30 days, and we do. So from application to approval, normally it takes us an average of 20 days to give them a reply.
Yeah, I think I've definitely seen people are interested in the Nomad program. It seems quite attractive. With that, is it in a situation where you can apply online? I know you were mentioning that you're hoping to be able to do everything online here.
Yes, the Nomad, actually everything happens online. So basically the applicant applies directly with the agency. They download the application, fill it in, submit the forms. We contact them directly, and basically everything happens online. Yep. Even when it comes to the visa, if they need a visa to come to Malta, it's done basically door-to-door service with the premium service. So basically it's more efficient, and they can receive the visa directly at the doors, and then eventually travel to Malta, and then pick up the residence permit, and they can stay in Malta and work from there for 1 year. Obviously it's a renewal offer, so after 1 year they can eventually renew their permit and stay there for longer.
And yeah, that was one of the things that I liked about it, because I think the Estonian program you can't renew, and so the Maltese program you can renew an unlimited number of times.
Yes, definitely.
Yeah, which is really really good. And does the Nomad program lead towards citizenship over time or permanent residency over time, or
no?
Yeah.
It's a separate thing. Obviously, nomads usually stay for a short period of time, and they like to travel. For example, they come and spend 3 months in Malta and then go 3 months somewhere else, come back. So they like flexibility and freedom.
Yeah, absolutely. And then with respect to the permanent residency, what kinds of people are you seeing are applying mostly?
Usually, I would say we have sort of like professionals, self-employed, people with small businesses. Those are our normal target market. Successful people who eventually are looking to seek sort of a second residency. So normally it's sort of like that kind of profile that eventually apply for residence permit.
And have you been seeing people from any particular part of the world that it's particularly popular with, or?
The largest share come from China. I think it's like everywhere else. So there's a big market, a
Lots
huge
of people
market
in China.
there, over there. However, we sort of have people from across the globe. We try to focus on different regions in order to attract people from everywhere. However, I think like everywhere else, sort of the majority come from China. But then we've seen a recent increase even from people from the Middle East, Dubai. That's the reason why we're here, basically.
Yeah. And you've lived in Malta all your life, is that right?
Yes.
So tell us a little bit on Malta. Tell us what it is that you love and what people should enjoy about Malta.
There are different features, even from the feedback we've had from applicants. Usually, applicants ask us on mainly 2 things. Our normal client for the MPRP are people who sort of are family oriented. They want to give better opportunities to their families, mostly their kids. They want to give them a better future. So they normally, the first question they have is about the education system. We have a very high standard education system based on the British model. We have very good public, private and share schools, a 400-year university, different also private satellite universities set around the island. So that is one of the things they check about most. Secondly is healthcare system.
Yeah.
We're top 5 in the world. I think the way we handled the pandemic was very good. So with that background in mind, people usually decide to go for Malta and not anywhere else. Then obviously there are other features like Mediterranean lifestyle. We have 300 days of sun.
Great weather. Perhaps the
Yes.
best weather in Europe, maybe.
Possibly yes.
Yeah, very
Possibly-
good. Yeah.
Possibly yes. So these are things that usually people look out for.
And do you sail at all?
Pardon?
Do you go sailing?
No, swimming normally.
Okay.
But sailing is growing in Malta as well. So
Yeah, I have a good friend and client who moved to Malta, I guess like a year and a half ago, and he said he discovered sailing, and that was a really fantastic thing.
and canoeing.
Oh yeah. Just quickly, for people who do the permanent residency, do they get access to the public health care and public education system for their families, or is it just private?
If they work in Malta and pay social contribution, then yes. If they don't work, then they it's mandatory to have a health insurance policy, which obviously gives them access to private healthcare system, and even they can go to the public, to the state, and then settle their bills through the insurance policy.
And will they and their families, after a certain number of years living in Malta, qualify for citizenship?
Eventually, yes, they could, but there is a a threshold, a different program over there, and then they could apply for citizenship. At the moment, it's somewhere between 15 to 18 years where they can eventually apply for citizenship.
Okay, sounds good. And so at some point, if somebody moved there with small kids or something, their kids
Yes.
would be able to graduate and then
Yes,
enjoy.
definitely. In fact, now recently we've approved a lot of dependents, additional dependents.
Yeah.
People who would have got permanent residency way back in 2016, 2017, but now they want to add more family members.
Oh, interesting. So you can
newborn
add them
kids.
later.
Yes, it's open
Yeah.
for 4 generations. So if you have a young couple, a 35-year-old who eventually received residency, they have kids, they can add them at a later point in their life. Even when the kids grow up, they can add eventually their future wives or husband.
Nice. And yeah, that's one of the things that I like about the program is you guys have the 4 generations.
Yes.
So that's grandparents, parents, main applicants, and their children.
Yes,
Is that
yes.
right?
Yes.
Yeah. Yeah.
Some are brave enough to include their mother-in-law as well. So
Okay, sounds good. Well, thank you. I appreciate the time telling us a little bit about the program, and enjoy your time in Dubai.
thank you.
Awesome.